Hello, YouTubers. This is JBuzzsaw79 here with my chance deck profile that I had mentioned earlier. I was able to take it to not my actual locals, a place a little bit further beyond that. I went to the top 4. Basically, the long and short is after you've been ranked for the top 4 there, what they do is they have those 4 then, first place, second, third place, fourth, and then basically the winner of first and second drops down to third or fourth place. The winner of third or fourth has a chance to get first or second then, and then they play another game. I took third with this deck here. I played against Fire Fist deck. I took third place. So, not any longer. Here is the deck profile. Get it down here a little ways. I ran 3 of the Miss Judge. If your opponent has a card effect, activates before resolving the effect, I can toss a coin. And if I get 2 heads, it negates it. I can only use the effect once per turn. But if you get 2 of these out, holy cow, that they put in all the work you could possibly think of. Next up, I ran 3 copies of Suzuki number 4. If he is basically if a monster and him fight, you toss a coin. If you call it right, destroys the monster. Sorry, brain fart. Destroys the opponent's monster. Before damage calculation, which is really good because it just saves him. Next up, I ran 3 blowback dragons. It's the only tribute that's in the deck. Toss a coin 3 times. If 2 out of the 3 are heads, destroy the target you select, and this can destroy anything you want. So back row, whatever. Next up, 2 Time Wizards. Time Wizard actually won game 1. I won because of Time Wizard. The guy has, it was a fluke probably, but I was playing the Necrons. The Necros, whatever the hell they are. He had nothing out. He had 2 of them. I summoned Time Wizard and called it right and wiped, and that was pretty awesome. Twin Barrel next, 2 of those. Well, this card is in your, or summoned rather. Target 1 thing that they control. Flip 2 coins. If they're both heads, then destroy it. So that's all right. That's at 1700 then. 2 of the Gambler of Legends. So you once per turn cost, or flip rather. If all 3 are heads, destroy all their monsters. If 2 of them are heads, you destroy 1 monster. Yeah, I think you destroy 3. If 1 is, you discard a random. No, if 2 are heads, rather. I'm sorry. If 2 are heads, you discard a random card from your hand. If 1 is, for 1 monster you control. If all 3 are tails, you discard your entire hand. So I've never had that one. I have had to destroy monsters at some points. I just usually have them destroy themselves to make it easier for me. I ran 2 of the Arcane Fools. I could have ran the Marshmallow. I chose to run this instead. This card can't be destroyed by battle, same as Marshmallow. But if you get heads, the effects of your spells. Should I try it upside down? Negate the effects of your spells. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah. So basically, you want to get tails with him when he's flips up finally. Because then basically your opponent's cards will not affect him, either monsters or anything, and then basically he's fully immune. So that's really nice if it happens then. The last 2 cards I have, or excuse me, the last 2 cards I have is 2 Chaos Sorcerer, because there are enough Light and Darks in here to pull that out. I did not add BLS because I only have so many BLS, and I was trying to just try the deck out to see if I could make it worth something. For ones, I did add then Vylon and Blackwing Gale in as well to kind of round that out. That is the end of the monster cards. Next up for 3s again for spells. 3-second coin toss. A second coin toss is a really good card. You negate the effects of your stuff, basically, allowing you to re-flip for them. A lot of people perhaps don't like it because of that, but again, instead of having your 50-50 chances, it does tip the scales a little more to your favor, so it's not quite as chancy as the rest of the deck is. 2 Cups of Ace. A third one I think is just ridiculous. 2's not bad. If you land heads, you draw 2 cards. If it's tails, your opponent draws 2. Again, with the second coin toss, it's more like a 3/4 chance basically to draw 2 cards. 3 would be cloggy, and I think 1 just might not even run it almost. It was just 1. And to round out my spells that I used for it, I have 3 one-ofs: Book of Moon, Allure, and Sarkov. Book, because Book is always a really good card. Allure, because there's enough dark targets. It's not really anything that I don't want to add in at this point. Finally, the Gold Sarf, basically go dig through anything I need. Because there's just a lot of certain cards you need at certain times, so I think Gold Sarf is actually really good for that compared to other cards. Moving on to trap cards, I only run 3 of, and that is Fairy Box. Each time opponent's monster attacks on the field, when this is activated, you toss a coin and you call it. If you call it correctly, that opponent's attack becomes a 0. So it's completely, So like if you have Suzuki number 4 out, and he's face down, say they attack, and you throw Fairy Box, if you call it right, Fairy Box kicks in, turns their attack to 0, they take 1,200, you toss for Suzuki number 4, if that's right, then it's also destroyed, so they take 1,200 damage for attacking you, and your monster's destroyed. Now, counteracting that, you do have to pay 500 during standbys to keep the box in play, but you don't have to. So depending on what the field looks like, it will determine to me if I ever pay or don't pay. So keep that in mind. I'm running double call because again you need your monsters. At one point I did a call on Mrs. Judge, which was fantastic because all of a sudden then I had 2 of them on board, and it really helped out to control the tempo of the game at that point for me. I'm also running double Mirror Force to punish. First of all, there's a lot of swarming and a lot of pushing right now. Yeah, I know there's anti-destruction effects. However, I think Mirror Force is a better choice. So I can just basically set my field and, just kind of wait for people. Eventually, too, if I have Fairy Box out, are they going to MST the Fairy Box or leave my face down? I mean, that's kind of, something, too, with the chance deck, so. I did run 2 of the Paths of Destiny. Paths of Destiny is really good for this deck. Considering running a 3rd. I'm not 100% yet, but I might. I might take out one of my 1-ofs here. But basically you toss a coin, you and your opponent, and if it's heads, you gain 2,000, and if it's tails, you take 2,000. Second coin toss gives me extra opportunity to get it correct, so that's all right. I'd rather they fail it, but if they don't, well, there's nothing I can really do too much about that then. And for the 1-ofs then, 2 staples on there, Bottomless and of course Compulse, kind of self-explanatory. This one I might cut out. This is the Lucky Chance. Basically, if you use a monster effect, require a 1 coin toss, you toss this, and then call it correct, you get to draw a card, so you get a plus from it. The last one here is the Tour of Doom. You toss a coin during standby. If it's heads, your opponent cannot normal summon or flip summon. And then if it's tails, you cannot. But again, second coin toss, you try to negate that fact as much as possible. So there's my chance deck. This deck got third place. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you don't. Please feel free to comment and subscribe at your choice. It's not necessary, but go ahead and do so. And finally, go ahead and let's share this out there. I have some more stuff coming up here soon, as well as for me, a really fun deck that I'm working on also. Another version of the Destiny Hero. So, all right, this is Jay Buzzsaw 79 signing out.